Oh boy.
Yeah. That's man birthrights on this day so many years ago. It was only like 5 years ago. Right? 16 today, right?
Yeah. Sweet 16, my sweet 16.
Yeah.
Strawberries.
It says do everything you like. Enjoy every moment. It says thanks for being amazing. Happy birthday to you, Fred.
Yes.
Gone legit. Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah,
Joy
man.
put on the spot.
I put him on the spot.
Yes.
What's up, y'all? We here. Let me take this hit that birthday song like crazy. And we're gonna take it down, folks. We ain't gonna let the birthday song keep playing.
I'm not singing. I'm 16 years old. I'm 16. I'm not singing that part. Right.
16. He's 16.
I'm not saying I'm 16.
Yeah. Welcome, y'all, back to the Comfort Level Podcast. I'm your hostess, JANNYSHMANNY. With my co-host here, Fred Gone Legit on his day, his born day. Wow. People work on their born day, you know what I mean?
I mean, you never stop working.
Never stop
working. I got up this morning. The last thing I was thinking was my birthday. And so I looked at my phone. I see some birthday wishes, and you know,
I don't have on my birthday.
Girl, like, baby, happy birthday, baby. Same there. So you know, other than that, I'm not to do it. It's not a big deal. I'm not looking for the cake. I got stuff to do. I got errands to run.
Ain't no cake.
No.
You looking for donuts though?
Oh, some donuts.
You looking for some donuts though? You looking for them donuts?
No. So.
No, we got a little notch over here. You know, we ain't let nothing go by without celebrating ourselves. Fred, give yourself a little bit of gratitude.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Got me over here blushing.
Got you over here blushing. Yeah.
So good.
Y'all need to talk to us. Come on by WCMD Media in Camden, New Jersey. We're here on Kane Avenue. Address is 1656. You can always come
Parkside, neck of the woods.
We welcome.
Not too far from Camden High. Like I always say, the old rigs.
A block from Camden High. We're a block. Hi, Angela. How are you today? Angela Burton. Songstress. Yeah. Songstress.
Got a decent topic
My
today.
little thing here is a little fuzzy. There it is.
The technology.
It's a little movement. It's a little loose.
You know how you with technology.
Yeah, because I put the Dell with the HP and shit. So, you know, they don't normally, they do hook up, but it's, you know.
You know the stuff.
It's not recommended. Electronics, they recommend you use the same products.
Yeah, because they streamline each other. And then you got to remember when these manufacturers make their products, they want you to use their stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, that's business. You do the same thing.
Yeah. So we're back. We had a recap for the Christmas show. You know, we took a little Christmas hiatus.
A little holiday break.
Holiday break. Yeah. Some people celebrate in different ways. We celebrated by staying home.
Yep. Yes, sir.
By staying home, didn't we?
Staying home, eating, watching TV.
Yeah. So make sure you, those that missed it, we put up a recap of Craig Hensel. He taught us a lot. So make sure,
Craig, what's up, bro? You out there watching?
Taught us a lot about leadership. You know what I mean? We're always talking about subjects.
From the front line, like being the head of the leadership. That's what he was talking about.
Exactly. And we're always talking about topics and stuff that will help us grow and build and strengthen. I always say, Fred, sorry to punch you and hit you and touch you and all that stuff. But you know what I mean? You know, I like to keep things like everybody, but you know what? this time I want to say my feelings right now. I feel like we need to start at home.
Well, here's the thing.
Put the chokehold on the home.
Well, we have to figure out how to be a community,
and we have
once,
to figure it out.
Once we figure out how to be a community, we can be a village.
Right, we can't be a village until we do. We can't do it.
So we got to figure out this community thing.
This is the shit that we do.
You know
what I mean? We
gotta
talk
figure
about
this out.
stuff that we think that might help. If it don't help us personally, it might help somebody else. Well, we're sure we're spreading this out to help other people. You know what I mean? Some of this stuff don't even apply to us, but we have to go through it.
Yeah, we're in a self-help business. That's essentially
Self-help business.
That's what it says. We're in a self-help
awareness.
Yep.
Yeah. So today, our topic we came up with was don't give up on your dreams, because a lot of people are doing things, you know what I mean, and they're not living to their full potential.
Nope.
And we trying to dig into why.
A lot of distractions.
Yeah.
Well, you guys agree?
We know that, but how do we identify the distractions?
It's tough. And here's the thing I want to say: we start dreaming young.
Right, but you give them up when you're young. You give them up because when you coming up, you see your parents, they work. Oh, your dad, he's a cop. You want to be a cop. When you get 16, you ain't want to be no cop no more. You know what I mean? So those type dreams aren't even really the actual dreams that.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna redirect. If that was in the hood, that kid probably wouldn't want to be a cop because he would probably, have to worry about the backlash he would get socially from his dad being a cop, him a cop. So I don't know if I can identify or empathize with that one, but everybody's got their struggles. But
and every girl wanted to be a nurse.
Yeah, but they getting money. They know where the money at, so I don't knock that. However, going into the nursing field it wasn't the dream that you had. It couldn't have been a dream that you had.
I didn't have that dream. My mom was a nurse, but I never wanted to be that. I always wanted to be something that I didn't think that was ever created, that I wanted to be like a walking dictionary, but obviously I'm not. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I had created this title called the information specialist.
Okay. Information
that
specialist.
Doesn't exist.
Well, that's, you know what?
Because where would you put this person? Like in the middle of like a town.
Everybody's family. We need one in the hood. We don't. That's the one thing. We don't have no information.
No.
As a matter of fact, the information that we do have is kept amongst a selected few, and those people don't share that information. That's a problem in our community.
Or they don't ask for it.
Yeah.
They don't seek it.
Yeah. So one thing that's important thing about dreams is having the information to know that, hey, if I had a dream, I'm 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 years old. If I got a dream, there's got to be information and resources available for me to achieve this dream. Now, I'm just talking about in a perfect sense because we know there's other forces at play that will steer you away from your dream.
Right.
But I also want to say is your responsibility to hold on to your dreams, because your dreams are the foundation of manifestation. If you can't dream it, you can't materialize it. That's how it works. Accomplishing an ambition or a dream. You see, we're driven young. Kids always want to do something, but there's forces at play that kind of work against that. You may want to be a gymnast and you're doing flips in the house. Mom ain't really feeling that. She's gonna tell you to sit your ass down. And it's like.
But the fact of giving up your dreams, you know what I mean, when you get older.
Well, here's the thing. And I'm gonna tell you from experience. When your parents don't per se peep it and then absorb themselves in it and invest into it, then what happens is, because a child doesn't get that validation, they drop it and then you figure out something else. And for boys, anything our mom doesn't like, we don't like, no matter if we love it or not. If we love something a mom doesn't, that's not a valid uh, hobby for me. So I'm gonna find something else. Same thing with girls and their dads. So I mean, you got to be able to see what your kid like and support it.
Dreams is sort of like a dedication. If you have a dream that you're definitely trying to achieve, then you're going to have to really stay steadfast because it's hard work and dedication. You know what I mean? So
hard work, dedication.
Yeah, if you're not dedicated to building whatever the dream is or working towards it, I mean, chances are you're not going to achieve.
We got a lot of forces working against us. You know, we got public school. Public school doesn't entreat the creative mind. It doesn't. It teaches kids how to be like, you know, how to be robots and workers. The public school system is a curriculum that's designed to not have you in a competitive position to compete with the higher classes kids, you know. So that's another thing that kind of
they've taken away
steers away the dream process.
Every you know, activity, the extracurricular activity that the kids have had has been taken away, except for maybe sports. Excuse me for a minute.
Sports is still around, you know. And some kids have they like sports. You know, some of them they'll like a sport. You just got to support your kids. You can't, you know, kid like football. You take his football away, say you ain't gonna be no football player. Your kids say I want to go to the. Kids are young. They're very inspired. And if you have your 4 or 5, 6-year-old son tell you I'm going to the NFL, you don't say no, you ain't. Give me that football. Sit your ass down. You ain't going to the NFL because if you become a literal dream killer.
But it's easier, you know, when you're a child to think that you're doing these things and you're starting to live your dream and all that. But I think that maybe maybe even 60% of the children lose interest on whatever, you know what I mean? It's not like okay, your mom had you in ballet all this time and everything.
Of course they lose interest.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the positive reinforcement. They got every incentive to lose interest. They got to be a student. You got to be a child. You got ambitions. You're being bombarded by all these ideas and programs from TV and radio, and then no support from parents. The reason why certain kids achieve their dreams because they say, "Hey, I want to build a rocket ship," and they got some uncle, dad, and mom and brother all come together and say, "Hey, we're going to help you. We want to give you all the resources for you to build your rocket ship," and then that becomes a paradigm, a working paradigm. What we do in the hood is a child may like something, and we shit on that because we're preoccupied with some other shit, and that despair becomes a part of that child's paradigm.
But why not even say that they just quit because it was too hard, too complicated?
Yeah, well, that's doubt. That's doubt. Who else?
5% of the time, too, maybe.
That's doubt. You know, kids lose confidence because they don't get the validation from their parents.
Y'all gotta watch.
You gotta be able. You got to be able to tell your kid, yeah, you can do it.
You know what I mean? That's
because
right.
Your kid's confidence is based on their parents' support. You know, so you say it that way.
Never give up. So now, when you're older, you know, people tend to give up sometimes on their dreams because they face a lot of barriers. A lot of barriers.
It's not easy. It's not easy to want or have an ambition and then not have the resources or to know how to get there, because it seems to be we're always taught that there's a start point. When you get a job, you start your first day, you got training. It's difficult to wrap your mind around your own thing and then figuring out how to make that work, because still you have to survive. You gotta double your efforts. Right, you're gonna double your efforts, and also you gotta be in a position where you don't have to worry about. You know what I just found out today? A guy told me, you can make more money until you can make more time.
That's right.
So
and the challenge is on you.
We all heard it takes money to make money, but when you got a dream to accomplish,
it takes time to make
it takes time to make that dream a scalable reality. It's not going to happen overnight. You know,
people throw in the towel. Most people throw in the towel when they dream.
Listen,
they don't get the results that they want as fast. They just quit.
A good plan takes 10 years. A good dream, you got to stick to it 10 years. That's what it takes. You know what? Sometimes it can level out, but you got to be able to get through. You got to stick with it, because you'll see the change and the improvements after 10 years. And I'm telling you from experience. Paula. You know, it works. It takes time. It takes time. You got to focus on it. You got to manifest it. You got to get away from crabs, get away from all the suckers, and focus on.
Said if nobody is chasing dream, we have a question from a viewer, Paula Ellis. Let's see what she says. Here's the same joke. If nobody is chasing dreams, what is there to visualize it?
That's a good question. Not everybody's a dreamer. Not everybody's going to be wanting to be something. Right. I would say it's something unique, something significant.
These are the dreams that feel like they have to give up on having what they want out of life.
Yeah, you're dreaming. You might not think you're dreaming, but you're dreaming.
We're talking about.
You're dreaming. If you're dreaming to just be a nurse and make $100,000 a year, and that's dope.
If you're not chasing your dream, then you're good.
That's a dream. And there's two types of people. I'm gonna say it right now. You're either dreaming or you're not dreaming. You're either dreaming or you're just out of the dreamscape. So you're probably going to produce and manifest nothing, no results, because you don't have a vision, you don't have a plan. And that's, there's a lot of people. As a matter of fact, I would say this to most people. 70-80% of the people around you ain't gonna have no dreams, no ambition. That's just what it is. So but we're not talking about the people. We're talking about the people that do have a dream and do have some type of ambition. People like you, or the people that's Veronica. You one of them, and she's doing her thing.
To be pushed to.
I guess yeah. Wait, listen. I support people who want it for themselves.
I'm kind of thinking that she may mean that the older we get, we don't push our peers or dreams become as we get older, those dreams become so unrealistic. Because like some of the dreams that they have, we know that's not going to work. You mean?
Yeah, listen. Let me ask you this. How many people had a dream or a plan and then saw it happen somewhere else on TV? All right, so if you're like me, you probably had it more than a handful of times, right?
Mm-hmm.
That just goes to show you got to shoot after that, because inclined minds think alike. You might be thinking you got the only one thinking your dream, but the way the esoteric plane works, whatever vibration you're thinking, or someone somewhere else thinking the same thing. And that's how it works. So gotta get ahead of that.
Could it be the fear of failure?
I was always the fear of failure. Always. I mean, you're from the hood, you're from virtual failure. Our parents, our families.
Everybody's not from the hood.
All right. Well, if for what I can identify with, if you from any place where I can identify with, and you from the ghetto, that's easier said than done. I mean, you gotta be delusional. Seriously, you gotta be delusional. Because people be like, if you tell somebody a plan or your dream, they be like, oh, that don't make no sense. You can't do that. They're all pessimists. They have no people. Usually, you'll find most people don't have any vision. So, a lot of people that have vision.
I'm saying you have vision, and you've tried and you tried and tried and you tried to build this dream, and it's just not working. This is what I'm talking about. So, do you throw in the towel because you tried it 3 times and it don't work, or do you keep on trying to?
How would you know if it's ever going to work if you give up in the interim? It's a journey.
Exactly.
So the thing about dreams, you have to get in love with the process, the journey. Success is it's a journey. It's not a destination. I
Mm.
think that's what my brother says that line all the time, and I think that's one of the biggest things that people lose track.
That's what it says.
And you got to remember, we are in 2022. There's instant gratification is what it is right now, right? We got Instagram. Instagram wants us to be enamored with instant recognition, right? This is what we like. We like likes. We want somebody to tell us, hey, you look nice, hey. And then, instant gratification, it makes us forget about the long game. You want it right now. And that's another dream killer, because if you think it's going to happen now, it's not going to happen now. You're going to crush your own dreams. So it's a process. It takes time. It takes a while. It's a marathon. It's a journey.
Yeah.
So just know, the light at the end of the tunnel never gets any closer. So enjoy the dark stride, if you would, because you got to walk through that valley of death, in essence, to get to that providence. So it ain't gonna be easy. It's tough. It's never easy.
Never unwinds.
No, it never unwinds. It's tough. It's tough because
and how you handle it, that determines your success and the differential.
Yeah, so and I said, look, me and my daughter just had this same kind. She calling me now. I'm gonna call her back. We have that same conversation about dreams now. I always tell her, see, my daughter's 23 and she's going to be a nurse and all that, some doctor, nurse, whatever she's doing. But I always try to remind her, hey, listen, I know we geared you in a direction to do, be independent and all of that. But also, I also tell her to not forget her divine feminine energy, and also don't forget your creative mind and what you want to do. And she wants to do something. I always try to remind her, listen, don't think you're going to get out here and be some high paid drone, right? Let's focus on your ambition, because now you have a partner that can invest in your dream with your degree, right? So use that to focus in on that thing that you always wanted to do. And I always tell her that they got to be reminded. It's like conditioning. If you don't condition them, they're just going to be under programming. So either you conditioning your kids or society is programming them. And programming kills dreams. How about that?
What programming kills dreams?
Yeah. When you watch TV, they tell you. They just tell you, hey, just your regular scheduled programming. Huh. They don't lie to you. They tell you it's programming. It's not a lie.
Regular scheduled program.
I mean, they're all owned by that one place, that one outfit. So it's all good.
Your dream is actually really, really, really feasible. You know what I mean?
You never know until you try.
Building. I know the failure is your chance to do it all over again.
Start small
and do it better. You know what I mean? That's the only thing a failure is. We have a thing from Veronica. And Veronica says you have to disregard negative people.
Oh, goodness.
You have to push and build up yourself along with your children. I became successful pushing myself, and I make over $100,000 a year.
Six figures.
Right, girl. You work.
She definitely do too.
That's right.
She ain't playing.
Right.
And look, it's
the negativity. It's always the negativity.
It's a magnet. I mean? And it will suck you dry.
I don't make money like that, but negativity will crush you down. And you got to look behind it. Six
figures that Veronica's earning right now. She's working for it. She's putting a lot of resources in the city that we actually didn't have a whole lot of access to, and she's bringing that to the hood. And we talk about that all the time. That's that cash that girl making. She deserves way more than that. And she accomplished her dream. This is her dream, and she's doing it. She ain't nobody getting her ear and say, girl, that don't make no sense. You stand at third, blah, 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 blah. Nah, ain't nobody worried about that. You gotta be stubborn. You gotta be stubborn. You gotta be delusional. You gotta be like, you really gotta be like a fool for your future and your plan.
Yeah. But you gotta ask yourself, a few questions when you're trying to, catch this dream that you're dreaming of. Are you spending a lot of time planning instead of, acting?
Mm-hmm.
It takes a lot of planning. You got to ask yourself, will your life be better or worse once you accomplish the goal?
Yeah.
Okay. Pros and cons. You have to weigh them.
Yeah.
Okay.
gratification. You gotta gratify yourself.
Yeah. Are you living on other people's ideals and their values? You know, are they your ideals and values, or is it other people's?
Yeah,
These are questions.
Won't work manifesting somebody else's idea or job. As a matter of fact, you might as well work. You can go to job, get any job, and you're doing that.
Yeah.
And you're probably gonna pay about 10, 15 hours an hour too. If you're lucky, you might get 20.
And are those dreams exciting you, or are they making you tense? You know, what is the dream doing to you?
I'm gonna say 5 things that I found, and this is why you can't give up on your dreams. You gotta, and a lot of us, and I'll even admit, I'm gonna say this first before I say this.
I got
in the beginning of making this change and achieving this dream, my brothers and I, me and my brother, my little brother, my older brother, my brothers and sisters rather. But this family thing we've been working on, you got to change your story. From humble beginnings. I had a little bit of background. My brother had a little, some stuff, and we changed that entire life. Changed the environment. Changed the moves. Changed the cell phone numbers. Changed the patterns. Changed that whole thing, and then solely absorb into that thing, which what's my name, Frank on legit, but the legitimate lifestyle of getting used to not living off of deals and daily revisited cash exchanges. That's how you focus on them dreams, because you'll be doing that and everybody be fine and the money be good, but you'll be focused on preoccupied and be a slave to your phone, a slave to the system, and be at risk of going to jail. So all these different distractions steer you away from your dreams. There's a lot of dudes, women with talent because they're too busy. They can't achieve these talents because they're too busy, comfort. So the distractions and the comfort of being entertained. Comfort ability, I would say, is probably the greatest ops when it comes to dreams and ambition. Comfort. You can't be comfortable. Don't be comfortable. Don't be comfortable. So change your story. Don't be comfortable. Connect to your purpose. Like, be the purpose you want to see. If you're good at something, do that, bro. If you're an artist and you draw every day when you get off of work, when you on your off time, be working on that. Work on a brand. Work on a logo. Work on a message. Throw them jewels in a hat or a t-shirt. I'm speaking to myself as I've done it, and I need to do it again. I just haven't found the time. And how it goes is, when you find time, you can find more money. So.
So before you go on, Veronica Tucker also says, my dream is to rise to the top and bring the hood with me. It takes time, but change starts with one individual. From that, you expand slowly, but you can only help those who want to make a difference. Not everyone can see your dream and goals. She's absolutely right. Correct.
Not everybody operating on the same frequency.
Correct. Yes.
Some people just ain't got no damn scruples. But it's like this whole thing that my cousin used to utter when we was back in firm biz or whatever you want to call it. I hate to be stereotypical, but he would say, once you got one plug of a certain type, you meet more, right? Meet more connections. It's like people's like networking. Once you're on that vibration, you'll end up meeting more people just like you and climb minds. That's the way it happens. You vibrate high, and then those people gravitate towards you. So that's what happens. We got to be convicted to that, and it's to get to that dream. Self-improvement. Keep improving yourself. That's the key to making more money. Self-improvement, your mind getting smarter, learning the things that you didn't learn in school, didn't learn at home, and not going to get in the hood. That's what you get to know, and that's how you can achieve your dreams. Obstacles, just run through them, and got to have a strategy. That's it. I don't know what else to say.
Well, it's better to try and fail than to quit without trying.
Yeah. So, failure. Yeah. So sometimes you gotta embrace the fail. I hate to say, do it knowing that there's a possibility you're going to fail, right? But when you fail, failure is just the underbelly of success. So once you get past so many failures, there's nothing else that can
That's
happen to
right.
you but success.
And don't
Because you're
feel
going to fail
guilty.
for so
Don't
much.
feel guilty or anything about failing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Say, okay, I didn't do it right this time, but I got it next time.
In sales and marketing, we got something we call it's the rule of averages. So it's how many no's you can get, how many calls you can make, how many contacts you can get, how many conversations you can get, and how many no's you can get to get you closer to a yes. So, the more people you talk to, the more people you kick it with, the more people you'll find on your same page.
So it's about the journey, not the destination.
Yep. It's not the journey. Yep. So
It's
yeah.
about the journey. It shows you, just don't stop dreaming, because you can always push and move forward on. I'm stuck on not giving up the dream, not just having the dream, but how to maintain maintain
And
your
enthusiasm, the
interest
motivation.
and
Yeah.
and your motivation.
That's tough. You gotta have some support. You gotta have someone of a team. Somebody gotta like what you got to say.
Whether they do or not, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Somebody
You gotta
gotta like it.
remember.
Somebody gotta love it. So
You gotta remember, like, if your dreams are you, actually.
Right.
And they're all you have.
Mhm.
All right. So I mean, you can't give up on yourself.
Yeah. Well, if you give up on yourself, then you'll never accomplish those dreams.
Jay, what's up?
Well, that's yeah. Don't keep trying to call me and talk about it. It happens to be my grand birthright observation day, is what I'll say. And my child is trying to get a hold of her dad.
Why don't you talk to her for a second? I'll kill you.
I'm
I
about
can
to.
run through these with the audience here. I'll just I'll run through it like this. So, like I was saying, go. You can call your girl. Not here.
I'll be back, guys.
You wanna
Be right busy.
You wanna call her up right here on the set and get his little happy birthday. Y'all want to say happy birthday to Fred Call Legit? Please put in the comments so we can put up some happy birthdays for him. You know what I mean? Fred, they celebrate the birthday, but he doesn't celebrate really like the birthday type. So forth. So no, I'm gonna try to give you guys a couple pointers, So what I'm trying to say, it's better to try and fail than quit without trying. Having the feeling of regret after quitting without trying, it's the worst thing ever, okay? That feeling might stay with you for many years to come. So the best thing to do is forging a path towards your dream. It's the small steps that make that matter. Trying and failing will help you avoid the guilt of not putting your everything and your best foot forward. And it's about the journey, not the destination. Life has never been a destination because we do not arrive. It's a journey. A more in-depth look at it shows that we never stop dreaming, even after achieving the biggest of our dreams, okay? We're going to dream on and on and on and on. And I can tell you this because as humans, we always crave for growth and happiness. Therefore, always remember that success is around the corner. It's around the corner, and there's no point in giving up, as you do not know how soon your effort will pay off. You don't know. So keep striving. The secret is to remain focused on the things that matter, one step at a time, and you will succeed. Your dreams are all you have. Like I said earlier, one man is nothing without dreams. As I mentioned earlier, we never stop dreaming because we achieved our biggest dreams. You do not stop because you did this and that. You will start aiming higher as soon as you conquer certain milestones or dreams and repeat. Yes, yes. Therefore, you should never back down after experiencing any challenges. Always remember that you will reach nothing without a dream. Small successes are very rewarding. Big dreams take some time to accomplish fully. However, you may start realizing rewards for your efforts even before you go half the journey, even before it's half over. You know, it's the small steps of success that'll motivate you and keep you pushing forward, like Fred said. The small steps. Besides, you know what? It would be best if you never were afraid of celebrating your milestones. You know, be happy of the things that you did and give yourself some gratitude. Clap for yourself. It's okay. And also, I want you to know it's all about the timing. Another reason why we should never give up on our dreams is that you never know when success will come knocking. Therefore, you should keep pushing until the reaping time comes. Keep pushing. You need to be patient. You need not anticipate success too soon, as that could disappoint you. You don't want to be disappointed. You don't want to be led to failure, okay? You know it's coming. When you look back, one day you'll be glad you followed your dream. Look at all the stuff that you put behind you. Look at it. I'm going to sum this up by saying the journey of accomplishing your dreams and your dream manifesting can be incredible. You experience and learn a lot of lessons and you make friends along the way. Besides, you try new things, things that you could not have done in your life given certain circumstances. Dreams also help you create lifelong memories that they can remind you of your effort to be where you are. So never give up on your dreams, because for one day you're going to achieve your dream. One day, yes. It's essential to remember that, it's all about you, and push yourself to the end. Even if you encounter failures in the future, in the present, in the past, just push yourself. And you can also try as much as possible to love the process. Stay positive and enjoy it. Yes. So we took a few 5 points from blogger Eric J. Clay. I don't know. I just think, let's see. Veronica says, "Hi, Queen Rain. No offense to the school systems, but when I left high school, I felt like a failure. The school system did not prepare me for the life after high school, not even college. Sad, because not all parents know what skills to teach, but we must teach ourselves. As long as we do that, you can deal with failure, dreams, goals, etc. First time I'm hearing your show, and I love you. Keep it up." Thank you, Veronica. Thank you for coming. Make sure you go to our website, thecomfortlevel.com, and leave us a review. Please leave us a review. We're in the building process on the website. This show has been going I've been here at WCMD Media for going on 2 years now, but I've been podcasting for a little over 3 years. So we're getting there. We also sponsor what we call the red carpet interviews and live audience. We have a lot of event space here. This WCMD Media at Dare Academy on 1656 Kane Avenue. And we're on all social media platforms like 5 Facebook pages, Twitter, Twitch, LinkedIn, YouTube, and that website, thecomfortlevel.com, and also WCMD Media. That's Dare Academy WCMD. So make sure that you check out our websites, and we're also on Roku TV, WCMD Media. Check that out on Roku TV. So we're expanding. We're getting bigger and bigger, doing bigger things. You never know what's going to come up with us. You know, never know. And the podcast is it's an awareness podcast. And we try to actually, put it to you as comfort. You know what I mean? We want people to be comfortable about the subjects and the topics that we talk about. Hi, Mike. How are you? Yeah, all is well. Yup. RIOYC. Yes, that's one of the I'm also a music manager, so we do some music stuff. Queen had a happy birthday, Fred. Yeah. You remember Fred? Queen, we all used to work together. I can't wait to have you come on the podcast as a guest. You can like I said, we do awareness. People aren't aware that how good you sing. That girl can sing. So maybe she might get a few hits. You come through and let people know. You know what I mean? And that way you can get your network started. So I don't know. I was going to eat one of these donuts. I'm afraid. That's the best thing that we can do is not give up on our dreams. It's the biggest thing that you can do for yourself is to play out your dream. As long as you don't have a sense that your dreams is not senseless.
No.
Some dreams are senseless.
Yeah, senseless dream might be difficult to pan out. Be purpose driven. Gotta have a purpose. Is that dream gonna help somebody, improve somebody's life, make somebody experience some joy, make somebody laugh, make somebody.
Well, it's about you experiencing the joy. Your goal, your dreams ain't about making somebody else's be happy.
It is. If you have a dream,
it
is. It's definitely 100%. It's because you're judged for it. You're judged for that. They say you're judged for two things: joy and joy you bring others. So if you have a dream and you think this dream can change or impact somebody else's life, I think you're held.
Yes, so since I'm doing this stuff,
you're held to a mortal responsibility to bring joy to your fellow, human being, your fellow human.
Mini donuts for Fred's birthday. Mini donuts.
Little tiny donuts.
All right, potential spam.
It's all good.
They call every day at the same time. But we're back. Hey.
I ain't gonna eat too many of these. I ain't be doing 500 push-ups a minute.
Oh yeah, There's too many carbs, right?
Yeah, I don't miss no kind of carbs. I don't need to eat bread no more. Nope. You get up in age. Get up in age.
What you got these too?
Get up in age. You're one of them dads that kids will tell you got a dad bod.
You got a dad bod.
And when I just my daughter, when I just left out to talk to her.
What's a dad bod?
Not an desirable physique is what I'm used to. So she said, yeah, you got a dad bod. Getting a dad bod. I was like, what? I looked at my son.
What is that? The stomach and stuff like
Yeah, it
that?
had a little gut. And let's say his last time she's able to articulate, her dad is getting a dad bod.
No.
So, just don't be slipping.
I should have
Part of my dream. I ain't
should've
gonna
bought-
be slipping.
I should have
I'ma
brought
stay
some
in
of them
shape.
turkey and noodles instead of this.
Yeah.
Be a birthday.
Yeah,
Should have ate that, right?
that old girl, her dream is to take me out to go see Avatar 2.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that's what we probably gonna see.
How's the dream now? You can
That's
make
a
it happen if you
Well, I think she got enough cash. Because I'm strapped. So she's going to pay for me. So
it's your birthday.
I'm
That's the
going
whole
anywhere.
reason why.
I'm going anywhere. You got me? Let's go.
That's the reason why she called you. She's going to pay you. Nobody takes you out on your birthday and you pay.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I ain't got to, that's my soft collect. That's my soft collect. The fruits of my labor, if you will.
Yeah, it's the fruits of his labor already.
So that's what's up. Let's do it. So dreams, what y'all dreaming about? What could we do? She said, no offense to the school systems. Okay, Veronica
I
talking
read that.
She talking at work, and she said, what's that?
We read that, right?
I don't know, did we?
Yeah, you weren't here,
Okay.
but you can answer.
I left high school, felt like
Hmm?
the school system do not prepare for life after high school, not even college. Sad because not all parents know what skills to teach, but we must teach ourselves. As long as we do that, we can deal with failure, dreams, goals, etc. First time I'm hearing your show. I love it. Keep it up. Come on, girl. Stop having me blushing. Stop making me blush. Stop doing that. But yeah, you know what? I think you gotta remember, in the city, they don't want us to dream big, per se. We're a threat. And I ain't trying to go off on my Dr. Umar right now, but hood kids, we're a threat. Just know you're a threat. Because you are a threat, you can't lose track of your dreams. You don't have to attack the world with your dreams, but if you got a good thing, bring that joy out. Trust me, the world will love you for it.
We're on to something.
The world will love you for it.
We're on to something with the COVID and all the changes, the so-called recognition of racism,
Well,
and things coming up.
Because here's the thing: it made everybody
We're
go in the
on to
house.
something.
Made everybody go in the house and for a mirror, look at the walls, the ceiling, and the mirror. The walls, the ceiling, and the mirror, and at each other.
But we can do more now.
We can do more now, but we needed a year to reflect.
This is what I'm saying. Those dreams that you had
Came outside.
are unfolding now. And now's the time to, persevere and
Listen, now is the time, because if anybody knows, we're experiencing a serious and also noticeable trans magnetic, how can I say, trans geomagnetic expansion, if you would, where the Earth's harmonic frequency is changing, and this is the time you do achieve dreams when we're on that build frequency that's coming up right now. So yeah, just do it. It's the time. The frequency is there. The energy is right. You know what I mean? So go ahead and do it. It'll be accomplished. It'll start running. Cosmic forces are at play. So take advantage. Use them.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That's why you feel more. Some people starting to feel more inspired nowadays too. I'm feeling more inspired. People are doing what they didn't do last year. I had somebody tell me, I seen somewhere. If you want what you never had, you got to do what you never done. And I love that line. I think I said that before too. So you want to achieve that dream and you ain't achieved it before, get to work, put your head down and hit the ground running. And then eventually somebody going to support you. That's how it works. Somebody going to be behind you like, yo, that's dope. That's good. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Yo, blah, blah, blah. And those inclined minds think alike, and it moves forward. And then it's not a difficult thing. It's not. I know from experience. I know if you can do it, if you and 5 guys can do it, do something that the penalty for is absolute jail time, right? And that you could be successful in that. You can do anything. Do anything. Another thing about having a dream, have a team. Teamwork make the dream work. And that's just how it is. So have a team and go for it. Go hard, because it can happen. You have no idea how much stuff materializes all the time. We live in a world of dreams. Everything you see when you go outside, every place you go, started somewhere in somebody's mind.
Everywhere we go, people want to know.
So
No.
So we tell them.
That's right. Everywhere you go, it's a dream.
I'm a manifested dream. That's what you gotta say.
You can go in the mall and you go, oh, you see this shop, this clothing shop, you walk in there. That was somebody's dream.
Yep.
They're designing clothes.
Yeah.
They open up a shop in the mall. They was hustling on that dream for 16 and a half years before they got up in there.
Queen Rain Baker is wishing me a grand birthright. Thank you, Mama.
Yes,
Thank you.
You got it. You got the Queen. And that is somebody Look at her face.
I'm waiting for it to pop up.
Well, you gotta see. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's kind of small.
It's small, you can't see it.
It's real small.
She used to work with us.
Oh, okay. How you been? Your face is as small as the quarter of my fingernail, so I have no hard time.
Veronica's here.
Look at V. We gonna do this, V.
We going to V. And you got happiest of birthdays from S. Lee Covington.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know if I'm gonna call her childhood name. You want to see good pumpkin? Nah. So V, look, impact. That's gonna be the word for this coming year. We're gonna change the world. That's how it works.
So we're gonna give a song right now. We need some music.
Some music for the dreams.
For the dreams.
Music for the dreams.
See if it play.
Never stop dreaming.
Wait a minute. Wait. I gotta see if I got the Bluetooth on. That would help. Wouldn't that help?
Mm-hmm.
I think
it
I
always
got it on
helps.
my other phone.
My daughter. Trying to make arrangements. Let's get it.
What time y'all going out?
She's actually looking for some beats for y'all. I guess she talking about it start 9 something. So guess we'll get up out of here and she gonna get off of work. And my car, our vehicle's still down, so I'll be hopping in her wheel.
Yeah, hopping in the wheel. Hold on, Instagram world.
Just a moment, guys.
No, the Bluetooth is connected.
She fiddling in with the technology again.
I'm on this.
Better you than me, because I don't want nothing to do with technology. I said better you than me, because I feel like sometimes I don't want nothing to do with technology. I used to love technology. Boy, oh boy, XP was my work. I was but just not a big fan of any blue screen tech. Good off of it. I'm on a technology boycott right now. We bring back.
It's getting on my nerves.
Yeah, it's getting out the way. They trying to take the user ability to take away
I never get my run. Finally, I see the sun. And I told him, you can't nobody be mad. Cause I'm ready. Ultimately turn back. I'm at the bottom trying to make the paper stack. Only aim for the sky, not up for the paper ad. Tired of hearing about paper, now for the paper ad. I'm on this man, just cut the damn check. Hater after hater trying to come at my neck. No fear in my heart, no sugar in my tank. I'm the shit man, and you know this thing. Don't worry about the money, got it stashed in the bank. Who would ever think that I can make it happen if I wasn't out here rapping? I'll be out here snapping. Why these dudes hit me with a passion? Said that it couldn't be done. I would never be one. Cause I showed up, gave it all I had, and I waited. Thought I'd never get my run. Finally I see the sun, and I told them, and can't nobody get mad, cause I'm ready. Heavy fellas with no face, I got that high grade. Husky with no shit. A lot of cats rapping there behind me to break. Feeling good on my own, I stood. See, they want me to fail, but I proved them wrong. They want me to fall, but I done proved them strong. These cats ain't looking for the right price, they want you like for you. They open for big. Open for big. Years later, homie, and I ain't done. Shout out to Bobby Head, shout out to Ronnie Vine, shout out to Perry Keith, help me get on my grind, and none of y'all ain't gonna stop my shine. You heard that? All right. Said that it couldn't be done. I would never be the one, but I showed them, gave it all I had, and I waited. Thought I'd never get my run. Finally I see the sun, and I told them, and can't nobody be mad, cause I'm ready.
That's a very optimistic jingle. That song, optimistic. It ain't talking about fuck shit. Excuse my language. I hate using this language, right? He's saying all the things that we need to hear. And optimism. Gotta be like, that silver lining is there. You just gotta see it.
Yeah, I chose that song. That's by DJ Poojies.
That's a good selection.
And what was his name?
It was
the Jazzy
Jazzy
Faye. Jazzy Faye.
Jazzy
Is that
Faye.
how you say it?
Yeah.
Jazzy Faye.
Jazzy,
Yeah,
that's
that's
it.
it. DJ Poojies.
And
Y'all know
Jazzy
DJ Poojies from Philadelphia.
They produce, making beats.
Oh yeah, he gave me that
Yeah.
song. He gave me permission and the rights to play that on my radio station. It plays 24 hours.
She know them folks.
Yeah, I know.
She know the folks.
That's my guy. DJ Poojies. So, I mean, that's what we have for y'all today. You know, we appreciate the comments and everything that we have. We got another hour if you want to go.
Hey, listen.
What you want to do?
Hey, listen, the whole nother hour to go on this. Y'all want to stick around and watch? We're gonna talk about, because I can go on and talk about dreams. And just remember this, like I said, dreams are the manifestations. Dreams are the foundation of manifestation. Dreams are like the blanket. Dreams are like the clothing to the manifestationary outfit. So never forget that. You can't manifest nothing unless it's up here first. And the first level of materialization is a thought. It's the vision. So yeah, that's how it works.
That's how it works.
I mean, at least that's what's worked for me and my family, and we have a long way to go, but we came a long way. So I'm telling you, it works.
So, all right. Family structure. Let's talk about that and dreams. You know what I mean? Like,
well, first, y'all can't be toxic. You can't be like what I see a lot of brothers and sisters who can't get along. That's the biggest fuck shit ever.
what do you mean they can't get along?
I don't.
How
I
are your
can't explain
family
it.
not getting along?
I can't explain it.
And well, I'm not talking about brothers and sisters.
I'm talking about siblings and families dynamics. They be like, you know how they be. They be. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get that. Let's talk about that as well, because somebody sent me something, and today it said something about siblings not getting along and arguing and fighting and stuff. But
you know what? I saw a post today, and I think this nigga made it has 7,000 hits. You know what it was? Two young bulls had to been, let me say, 10, 9, and 13. Kind of me and my brother, maybe a year apart, right? So the kids opened him a gift, and the brother is next to him, and the brother started laughing like ha 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 ha, and he started laughing ha 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 ha, and they shake hands like yo, because he already knew what his brother was getting, and you watch him experience his brother's joy by getting what he wanted for his birthday or whatever. And I looked at that and I kept looking at it over and over again. And that was my brother too, and I showed him. I was like, yo, this is us. Even though our coming up was a little, we were, but this is us, and this is us now, and this is something we need to endorse, because if we do it, kids are naturally competitive, and they rumble, and then we let them, and then we encourage them. Then by the time they're 10 years old, they can't get along. You done seen these fucking kids all week, and every time they interact, they fucking arguing and saying fuck shit to each other. So it's like,
that's how it is in a lot of families.
Their paradigm.
A lot of siblings is not getting along, and for no reason at all.
Yeah.
Because you know what, I love everybody in my family or whatever, but just sometimes we see them when we see them, and it's not by choice. It's just by people having different lives, and people live differently. That's all. You know what I mean?
I like what Floyd says. So you got family that you love, you got family you can trust. He's like, I was out, and my daughter called me and said, "Your such and such is at the house." He was like, "All right, I'm on my way," but he just got to come back to the house because, you got some people you love, there's some people you can trust. So family dynamics family dynamics is a real thing, So with these dreams, you got to be around people you can trust.
And then the different personalities, you know what I mean? Like you have family members that take on some of the same traits, but other ones, they take on different traits.
Yeah. That's all a part of parenting. If you allow your kid to be around a certain family, you got to expect your kids. Remember, kids are what people don't realize is kids are always learning. You remember you as a kid?
Mm-hmm.
I watched every damn thing grown folks did. How many of us did that? You remember doing that when you was a kid? All you had to do is see somebody do that one time. You can be from a household where nobody smokes. You can be from a household where nobody smokes and see somebody do that one time. Is already pierced in your mind. So kids are always learning. The frontal lobe never goes to sleep. Subconscious mind never sleeps. So kids are always learning. So you got to be careful with their learning. So yeah, if they pick up a mannerism from some cousin or family, that's your fault. You let them hang around. It's somewhere in the DNA anywhere, and all you did was pre-expose and verify the manifestation of that character.
You have to teach them the values.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can't keep them away from family members. If I don't want if I got a fucking retard cousin, or
cousins is easy.
Even still, it don't even matter, because what matters is my house and my family. So if I know that y'all, operate differently, then we'll never see each other. Because I just can't allow anything to go outside.
Some people are family. They might be related, and some people.
Well, you got relatives and you got family.
Not blood.
You got some blood relatives aren't necessarily family.
Right.
And it's just the way it is. It's like, but it's like, I can't really say it's their fault. Society want us all bumping the head. So, but you gotta be smart enough to know you're being played. That's also dream worthy. You got to know in your mind, everybody's got a voice. If you never heard it before, close your mouth and listen. You got a voice in there that speaks to you, and it'll tell you discernment. That's a part of the dream process. It'll tell you what makes sense. Men are logical, so men are logical. So we're not going to do we're not going to dream no retard shit. Not to say women do. I'm not saying that at all. So don't take it as I'm trying to downplay what women do, but it's natural for us to think, to stay and dwell in logic. That's a masculine character, right? So, your mind to give you discernment, listen to that voice, and like I said, nothing else matters but the dream. The dream does change lives, and this is our responsibility, our ancestral, our ancestral, because we're descendants. It's our responsibility to our blood lineage to dream and execute.
So what happened in the case of blended families now?
Blended family's cool.
This is,
You know, blended
Is it
family's
blended
cool.
Family's cool.
Blended
Nah, we
families
ain't
is
getting
cool.
along. All this blended.
I mean,
family
here's the
stuff.
thing.
We're in there tussling.
Well,
this is worse than me and my brothers
So,
and my
I
sisters
tell you-
and stuff like that going on.
I'll
up in there.
tell you what makes it
I'm
cool.
just kidding.
There's got to be some matriarch, some patriarch of the family that brings everybody together. Because look, if we got a blended family and I'm dating a woman and I'm around your kid, you should want to know me. I should want to know who you are. I've never been in a situation where my
Yeah, I understand
daughter's
what you're
mother
saying.
had some guy that she's dealing with, and
They
I don't know
don't
who this
know.
guy is.
No.
That's never happening, right?
Right.
And also, you have a moral responsibility and a moral obligation. Hold on, we still a village? Is that still a thing? It takes a village to raise a child. All right, so if that's
Not
still
really.
all right, so if it takes a village to raise a kid, right? And we're working off that concept, and in my household, that kid is not mine biologically, but he's in my presence, and I make an impact. So I have a moral responsibility to be a responsible provider's protector for that child because he's in my possession, and you're going to do the same thing for mine, right? Because we're morally
Exactly.
responsible for that. The breakdown comes when mothers of those kids decide and build a dynamic around, I'm not going to let that man, that good man, have authority over my kid. And what that does, it creates an environment of disrespect that's condoned by the validating party, mom.
Right.
And this, you end up in these households where you deal with a woman, you got to be ready to deal with all the disrespect that comes along with it because you're not going to make your kids respect you. You know, so that's another thing. People have to figure out what works as a dynamic.
So what if your goal? Okay, look, I'm about to twist this up.
I'll be trying to bite my
if-
tongue, but it's tough.
what if your goal was to make the mother of these kids that aren't yours your wife? What is that? What is the goal? To have a long, happy life.
It's doable, but you know, inner, under, over, and outer standing of each other in each place, because the Ankh stands for the totality of the family: mother, father, child, not mother and child, not father and child. Not child being raised by wolves or raising themselves. And that's our problem. You know what? Gotta be lucky too, because we're unique. Not one ethnicity on this planet is like us. Because they stay in their husbands and wives, stay together. And they ain't got,
and we don't.
yeah, they wives, them Indian girls ain't got 80% of their men in prison.
We have to find out.
We do.
What we lack, you know what I mean?
The propensity to dream.
I would think
efficiently. That's what it
that
is.
the official dream would be worth searching.
Well, if you seek, you find. So we got to search for it. Seekers always find what you're looking
That's
for.
right.
Trust me, you always find. If you're looking for something, it might seem hazy, but you'll find it. That's what seekers do. And seekers have a magnetic effect to information, and that's how it usually works. But boy, oh boy, dynamics is definitely something that makes a difference in a dream. And if y'all don't see it like that, then you make somebody else's job easier at succeeding. So just don't do it. Don't do it. Just chill, watch TV. Watch TV, throw on Netflix and shit. I mean, it's cool with you, If that makes you happy, that makes me happy. But if you got a dream, don't sit on it, because you're going to be a greater burden sitting on your dream that can change lives than you would if you focused on that. You're a bigger asshole if you had some dope plan or some dope dream and you decided to be fucking lazy and comfortable and not bring it to light. That makes you a fucking asshole. So don't be selfish. Don't be self-absorbed. We got to work hand in hand to bring this whole thing together. Because if we don't, we're just gonna be ass out. And if everybody's okay being ass out, then let me know. We'll figure something else out, and I'll go somewhere else and talk to some other people. Bleach my
I
skin.
think he knew you by
act like
another
a-
name.
Bleach my
Queen.
skin, act like a Chinese guy. What happened?
I said, I think you knew her by another name. That's our Facebook name. He don't know who you are. I'm gonna keep him guessing.
Yeah, well,
Hey, LeVar.
gotta guess sometimes.
Okay, this is getting low.
I guess so.
Now, so we gotta get out of here. What's going on with you guys?
We approaching the end.
Hey, Savage.
I think
Yeah,
we're
we're
approaching the end,
approaching
y'all.
the end here.
That's it.
We just,
She said she never seen me in years.
Yeah, that's
That's what's up. Yeah, I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging on. I'm hanging in there. Trying to get better.
Did you see
No,
that?
no. I'm getting better.
Did you see that?
What?
I
What's
didn't want
that?
to put it up. She said, tell you what. You see over here?
What is that? Hannah. I remember Hannah.
Huh?
Yes, I remember Hannah.
You remember Hannah?
Yeah.
I know.
It's been a minute.
That was
My mind is like, I tell you, I'm like dog ears, dog memory. Sometimes. And
I don't believe you got it. Man. Yeah, Fred,
yeah, so my nickname for my daughter is 10-second Tom.
10-second Tom. That's what she call you? Or that's what you call your daughter?
I call her 20 first
That's
dates.
great.
And she can't remember stuff, so she calls me 10-second Tom because according to her, I can't remember anything longer than 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes, I forgot about the whole conversation. And that's only because I always tell her focus on long-term memory, because short-term memory is usually unnecessary, useless, and then it'll get in the way of long-term thought. So yeah, sometimes I might forget the small things, but the important things are what you should be focused on. The dream. The dream means small and short. They long. It's a long game. That's how it works. Yeah. Long game is what works. I'm telling you, believe me. You never get anything that's worth appreciating or celebrating if you don't take time to get it. That's how you appreciate the shit. Real talk.
Real talk. So y'all got a lesson for us from today. That's about all we. Yeah, he's on Facebook. I never even put the banners up. That's why y'all don't know.
I'll be trying to have some discretion, because I got
That's it. Fred going legit.
Fred going legit. 100%.
In there.
100%. I'm the legitest person on the planet you'll ever see.
Legit as they can come.
Legit as they come.
Now, so that's how we. You'll find them on Facebook.
All right, y'all.
We're about to get up out of here. So we're gonna talk to y'all. What's the calendar like?
I don't know. I don't be looking at the calendar.
You gonna be looking at the calendar?
I don't be looking at the calendar. I mark all my events and responsibilities, and that's about it.
Well, I know January 12th we have Rosie Weinberg coming.
Oh, Rosie coming back.
Rosie coming back.
She was on the show tonight. I saw her in there.
Yeah.
Rosie be checking us out.
And said hi. Yeah.
Rosie about to be big shot. She about to be big time, y'all. I'm telling you.
Rosie is big time.
Telling you. No, I'm talking about. She about to be. All
right. We'll keep you abreast. We'll be here.
She about to be
Tuesday. The holiday is Sunday, right?
Saturday. Yeah, I think it's something.
We'll be here Tuesday.
Something going on.
We'll be here Tuesday. We're gonna say bye to the people at Instagram land. Have a good day.
IG,
FB. That's right.
TW.
And I know that the show was short today. We apologize, but I think we was very effective.
It was short, but sweet, and efficient.
Effective.
You don't want to drag it out. I think the short message, it's high level, the short version. So
yeah. So this one is about to die over here. We're doing Instagram. We shared it.
And Chris Parker.
We out here.
KRS-One